Hey guys, welcome back to the M&M Show. I'm Madison.
Hi, I'm Marley.
So in the past two videos, we did a brief introduction of drug abuse as well discuss the leading causes and symptoms. So now in this video, we're going to talk about prevention strategies.
The most effective prevention strategies are those that address the factors that make drugs attractive. Children use drugs for many different reasons. Usually there are at least several factors that enter into the decision to experiment or continue with drug use.
So effective drug abuse prevention must address the most basic and fundamental forces that promote drug taking in our society. These fall into two main categories, supply and demand. So first, I'm going to talk about reducing the supply. So reducing the supply of illicit drugs is an obvious way of stopping the use. Although this does little to alter the demand for drugs, the widespread availability and abundant supplies of many different types of powerful substances make it easier for us to become involved in drug use. So people are more likely to try drugs when they are surrounded by them, and children are no exception. So most people know someone who deals drugs, uses drugs, or is able to get them.
Okay, so opposite to supply problem, we must continue to enforce and strengthen our laws against the manufacture, sale, and possession of drugs.
So nonetheless, to legalize drugs would cause nothing short of a national disaster. When drugs are cheaper and more readily available, more people use them become addicted to them, and suffer serious consequences to their health and functioning. So, legalization of drugs would create an epidemic of unprecedented proportions.
Although enforcement efforts are necessary to check abuse, they cannot prevent the problem by themselves. Neither can treatment programs, which are used only after a serious drug abuse problem has been identified.
So now we're going to talk about reducing the demand. So the cultural forces that encourage and perpetuate drug use in our society must be eliminated. We must recognize that drugs have become a deeply ingrained part of our life and that prevention cannot occur unless social attitudes toward drug use can change. So being free of drugs must become a highly desirable personal attribute, one that is seen as mandatory for success in our society. So now we're going to talk about a few prevention strategies.
Okay, so recommendations are the public education and media campaigns. The media is a very powerful prevention tool. It can be used to better educate the public about the dangers of drugs and to change attitudes about drug use through direct or indirect communications. Public service messages, educational programs, documentaries, and greater efforts to eliminate pro-drug programs might help to counter-react accepting attitudes toward drugs.
And finally, the last recommendation is school-based prevention programs. So every school system must have an active and creative drug abuse prevention program. Prevention efforts such as saying no to drugs and learning of their potential dangers must start in the early grades, not just in high school. So, this is the end of the prevention strategies. Thanks for listening.
Bye.
Bye.